It is now 4 a.m. I have not slept. There's something I need to tell you which could change everything. I know you are singing with your choir tonight, so do not read this until after that. And then I want you to take 2 days to think before you answer. I hope you will still be willing to meet me after you read this, but I totally understand if you don't. And please don't discuss this with anyone. I want to know that if we do meet, it is entirely your decision. I'm sorry to spring this on you like this. I am HIV positive.
Smith?
Wow! You're taking a break from your online affair to finally return your best friend's phone calls? How big of you?
I know you pride yourself on being a postmodern wicked queen.
No, bitch, I am totally Maleficent. I like the horns.
Yes, I know. Although I have always found your fangs to be your most striking feature. Look, I need to talk, like, really. I can't go to my parents with this one.
Okay, I'm here for you. What's wrong?
On my way to work. Then there's the cantata at 7 o'clock. Can we meet for a late dinner after that?
Sure thing. You okay? How'd the choir thing go?
I can see why Kyle told me not to read this email until after it was done. There I was standing on the first row, dead center of the tenor section, and we were singing the second song of the evening, all about Jesus' followers, passing the bread and wine around the table as Jesus tells them to eat and drink and, remember him? I lost it. I couldn't move my lips. No sound came out. I just stood there frozen, crying.
See, this is why I don't do things like that.
I just assumed, since you were fathered by Satan, you weren't allowed in churches.
Girl, I will have you know, I have been to some churches in my day. You know that evangelical church in Rhinekill?
You went to an evangelical church?
Well, it wasn't one at the time. For a brief period, like 15 years ago, it was a bar. And it was a gay bar on the third Friday of every month.
You know when people say we're just confused? Maybe that's why. The third Friday of every month? Seriously.
Anyway, as I was saying, I went down on a guy there.
Of course you did.
So every time I pass by that place on the way to work, I just think, yeah, I sucked some cock where you now have an altar.
Classy. You are aware I will be telling that story at your funeral, right?
I wouldn't have it any other way. So, are you still going to meet Kyle? I mean, it might not be what you expected it to be, but you guys could always just hang out. You don't have to have sex.
Oh, I know. I mean, sex is definitely off the table now.
Well, my husband had AIDS, and we still had sex. I can understand if you decide not to, but I don't know. This is a tough one.
When I go on dates, I always use a condom in case the guy has it. Now I'm going to be with someone who has it. So really, is it any different than the worst case scenario of my average date? Yet my average date, I don't obsess over such things. I don't even think about it really. Even putting a condom on, it's not on my mind at all.
So you're still going to meet him then?
Hey, I had an idea. How about the night he comes down, we meet you when you get out of work for dinner? We can go to that place that has the brick oven pizza. Take some of the edge off.
Sure thing.
Oh, and don't say anything to him that would make him aware I talked to you about any of this.
Of course not. Are you going to tell your parents, though?
No. Do I ever tell them anything?
More than most people, actually. Like TMI territory right there.
Wow.
So, it's the big weekend, eh?
I'm not even gone yet, and you're already at my computer acting like the whole place is yours.
Oh, Kyle, I'm sorry, but it is. Didn't you get the memo?
Cute.
Anyway, have fun this weekend. I just got an image in my head that I don't totally need to. I'm just going to imagine you're doing something less, I don't know.
Well, don't do anything I wouldn't. Oh, wait. Bad choice of words. Wow. My little boy going off to...
Mom, really?
I'm just gonna have to imagine you're going off to a rock concert with a bunch of friends in a van, and you're all staying at a friend's aunt's house or something.
Nah, we're all just going to sleep in the van parked in an empty parking lot somewhere.
Not funny.
Oh, crap. Maybe I should bring my bong.
That's it! You're rotten to the core!
Look, I'll call you tomorrow before we head over.
Alice, I'll call you sometime this weekend.
Yeah, right.
Evan? Sorry I'm late.
I was worried. I've been waiting in the hotel lobby for almost an hour now. I was afraid you weren't going to show.
I wouldn't do that to you. I got lost on that roundabout thing.
Oh my god, yeah, they used to have a simple traffic circle there. Then some genius decided we needed one of those stupid roundabouts.
Good to meet you.
You don't mind meeting my friend Smith for dinner tonight, do you?
No, not at all. I came here to meet you and see your world.
Room 69.
It would be ironic if that was our room, huh? But here we are. Room 70. I'm just going to brush my teeth before we head to dinner. Evan? 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 But he said he was worried I was going to stand him up.
I wish we could just stay in tonight.
Well, Smith is your friend, you know.
The bank closed like 10 minutes ago. I guess we should be heading over to pick up Smith now.
And so I had stopped going to Dorothy's clubhouse after Nick died.
Dorothy's clubhouse?
Local gay bar, named after B. Arthur's character on The Golden Girls.
It was named after Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, you twat.
I know, but it really could go either way.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of anything that can go either way.
Now, I don't think we need to spring it on Kyle that you're biphobic.
So are you.
I'm not. Unlike you, I had a high school girlfriend.
Really? Lose your virginity to her?
No, but we did get to third base.
Gross. Nobody needs to hear shit like that, okay?
I remember the first time I went over to Dorothy's clubhouse. It was just after I came out. I went there one night, and as soon as I entered, there was an older man behind the bar who shouted out, "Show me your pee-pee!" Almost scared me back into the closet. My fifth time, though, I did flash it upon entering.
Well,
I used to go to one near Potsdam. Every Saturday night, I would put on a curly red wig. This was during my brief drag phase. And I would lip sync, "The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow."
Oh my god. I remember when my mother took me to see the movie version of Annie when I was a kid.
Oh, that's okay. It's not like I was already telling a story here, guys.
Oh, good. I was worried that maybe you were telling one. Anyway, I loved the movie. When I was 5 or 6, I asked my mother to get me an Annie locket, and she did. Her best friend got on her case about how wrong that was, but Mom didn't care.
I think I'm going to like your mother.
Anyway, every weekend I would torture my parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins doing a production of it in the basement. I played every role until I found out Strawberry Shortcake Doll at a yard sale. Then she became Annie, and I just played Daddy Warbucks, Miss Hannigan, and Punjab.
Punjab? That is totally racist. Anyway, as I was saying, Nick and I used to always go to Dorothy's clubhouse together. He was into all the Leatherman contests and knew all the drag queens. And after he died, I was just worried that going back would bring back too many memories. And then Eben actually got me to go there one time for my birthday, and I realized it's possible to go someplace like that and create new memories.
I hear you there.
I was dating a guy 12 years my junior a couple of years ago. Funny, that's like the age difference between you two, right?
Yeah?
We were walking through the city one day. We'd been dating for 3 or 4 months. I hadn't told Anthony about Nick. Anyway, there was a saxophone player playing Nick's favorite song, so it got to me.
You know, I remember this. This was a painful experience for you, wasn't it? Why don't we move on to another happier topic?
No, I'm fine now. Really. I got kind of teary-eyed. And Anthony wanted to know what was wrong, so I told him. I told him all about Nick and me. We'd been holding hands up until this point, and Anthony pulled his hand away from me as if I was a leper and wouldn't look at me.
The asshole.
About an hour later, he was ready to talk, though still not able to look at me right away. I apologized about 100 times, and he eventually said, "Oh, I'm not upset for me. I'm worried for you." And I kept pointing out that I had been tested numerous times, and Nick had been dead for almost a decade. Eventually, Anthony looked at me and took my hand again.
I'm sorry. He still sounds like an asshole. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, it's fine. Anthony was, in fact, a total fucking asshole.
Eben.
No, the little shit cheated on you and broke your heart.
Again, he's a lot younger and less experienced than I.
Oh my god, you're still making excuses for him?
I mean, I know it ended badly, but I don't know. When you reach my age, you just assume that somebody in your current partner's past was or is HIV positive. When I turned 30, I was shocked in a way. So many of my friends at that point had died, I never expected to reach that age myself. But Anthony was from a different generation, one where the AIDS crisis was ancient history, as relevant as Princess Grace of Monaco was to Eben.
She died when I was an infant. I have no recollection of...
Exactly my point. I can't tell you how many guys I knew back in the day who abstained from sexual intercourse for the better part of 15 years, afraid of what they might catch. Anthony was part of the after Ellen generation, as I like to call it. And so when I told him about Nick, I had forgotten about this. I was 32 and he was, well, at this point he was 20, so...
So you like the chicken then?
Not really. I mean, he didn't look that much younger than me. So it was awkward when we went out on our first date. He mentioned that he had class the next morning.
What?
And that's exactly how I responded. But he was in college, and only 19 at the time. I almost didn't return his call the next day. Of course, it didn't help that a certain friend of mine kept referring to him as the child.
Gee, I wonder what kind of monster would do such a thing.
Anthony's 20th birthday, I went over to his parents' house, ecstatic. I was practically jumping up and down saying, I'm not dating a teenager anymore, I'm not dating a teenager anymore.
You know, for most people, 21 is really when you don't count as a teenager anymore.
Shut up, you.
Evan, don't pick on your friend, that's mean.
Thank you. Eben, I think I like your boyfriend more than I like you right now.
So Smith, when you had kids over to the Neverland Ranch...
Well, here we are, the bank.
Okay, guys, it's been fun. Have a good night. Oh, did I tell you about...
Get out, it's after 9 o'clock.
Okay.
He seems nice.
Yeah, the older brother I never knew I never wanted.
You told him about my HIV status, didn't you?
Look.
It's obvious. The way he acted when he talked about his husband who died.
I'm so sorry, I didn't...
No, hon, it's okay. I'm glad you have someone to talk to. And considering what he's been through, it would be odd for you not to have told him.
Thank you. Oh, did I tell you I'm going to New York City this fall to volunteer to work at a film festival?
Really? That's cool. How'd that happen?
Oh, a friend of college works for a company that runs it every year. September 16th, I go down.
And I plan to go down on you as soon as we get to the room.